we come to you live on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by the former Duke national champion. Hasn't paid for a meal in Durham, North Carolina since 2002. It's Jay Williams.
Nor do I plan on paying for a meal anytime soon, my man. But you know what? Free food out here for these guys on the court tonight. They're ready to eat. Let's check out the action.
Jay, I have the tab the next time. Let's do this. Let's do it. Lowry to Adetokunbo. And score. Strong take.
You can forget about it when he uses that 7'5" wingspan to attack the bucket.
It's Steph Curry with the lob. Probing the defense. To Davis. Off the mark. Across the timeline, it's Lowry. 2-point advantage. Durant to Harden. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Harden knocks it down. That was a tough shot. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He is a scorer and an elite passer.
Giannis Adetokunbo with a piece.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
This will be out of bounds off of Davis. Lowry looking for his man. Slams it down. Big finish for Joel Embiid. Feed the big fella. Point to the passer.
So good when you get everybody involved, in particular your bigs. You get them going, they'll run the court faster, and guess what? They'll set harder screens because they're actually in the game.
Mitchell against Harden. Doesn't have the touch. No good.
And that's how you make a difference. Every shot that the offense takes, make sure that it has a 10 as far as degree of difficulty.
Kevin Durant, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
He's a modern-day big that plays like a 6'2" guard. Scary.
Now their head coach signals for a timeout. They'll regroup before the action continues.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
To Adetokunbo. Lowry. Nothing going here on that drive. The drive, right to the basket. Full throttle, right to the basket for the deuce.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
To Curry. Spinning shot, won't fall. Durant with the basketball up top. It's a 9-point lead. To Adetokunbo. Here comes the screen. Adetokunbo. And a rim rocker. Joel Embiid.
I mean, with so much talk these days about three-point shooting and the spacing on the court and having versatile athletic wings, sometimes when you have a dominant big man, you keep giving him the ball. You let him be that anomaly.
Nikola Jokic missed his first. That one goes.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
new blood coming in for both sides.
Hey, lock up,
Butler to Harden. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. He made his first effort, but not that time.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Steph Curry sizing up Butler. Nothing going here on that drive. Curry to Leonard. Here comes the screen.
Coming through.
Deep left corner. Davis. That's off the side of the rim. Short. Lowry into the front court. Less than a minute to go in a tightly played first quarter. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Leonard to Curry. Down low for Leonard. And look out. Jay, perhaps that's a start.
Those kind of plays get me fired up. That's a momentum play. They look lifeless here in the first quarter, but a dunk like that can get your team going in the right direction.
Lowry to Vucevic. Lowry takes aim at Steph Curry. To Butler. 5 on the shot clock. Jimmy Butler for 2. Can't connect. Anthony Davis here against Harden. Deep three at the buzzer. That's all for this entertaining first quarter of the NBA All-Star Game. Jay and I return after this. You're watching a special presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Westbrook with it. His team down 9. To Leonard. Driving right to the basket. Kawhi Leonard. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Oladipo into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Lobs it up. Westbrook with the basketball. Right now, down 7. They'll get it down to Leonard. Nice pass to get things going.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Oladipo into the front court. He'll run the offense. Victor Oladipo with the slam. Jay, we're seeing more of the same to start the second.
It's called settle for more. Just because a defender gives you space doesn't mean that you need to take the jump shot. Keep attacking the rim. It will open up eventually.
Leonard to Davis. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Here's Leonard for 2. It's no good. Great defense.
And you hate to say this, but this is the reality of the matter. Sometimes it takes guys a little while to warm up into the game. Seems like they finally found their rhythm in the second quarter.
Embiid to Julius Randle.
Watch the cutter coming through.
Shot clock winding down. Off the mark. With defense like that, little margin for error. Westbrook into the front court. They trail by 7. Down low for Leonard. Kawhi Leonard. He's now 4 for 6. Now their head coach signals for a timeout. He'll gather the troops and talk things over. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Oladipo to Julius Randle. Good look that time, but off the mark. Westbrook across the timeline. Down 5. To Leonard. Karl Anthony Towns. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
Who gonna do this?
Butler. Screen coming.
Hey, left.
To Vucevic. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
Nikola Vucevic at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 72%. Free throw good as he completes the three-point play. The lead is up to 6. Leonard, and breaks it up.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Randle to Oladipo. Here's a chance from long range. They were all over Oladipo. Missed the shot.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
To Leonard. Kawhi Leonard. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
From somebody who loves to score a lot himself. Defensively, if you are guarding me in a parallel position, I can have whatever I want when I want. You have to force this guy to go one direction, make him go towards his weak hand, and then contest that shot.
To Oladipo. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket. We talk so much about who are the MVP candidates, but there are other guys who are so valuable to their teams, and Jimmy Butler at the forefront of that list.
I have a phrase that I use when I describe players like Jimmy Butler. It's called most valuable mentality. There are certain players that approach the game with a certain mindset every single day that they will do anything possible to win the ball game. He plays with his heart and soul every single possession and every night, and he will leave it on the court if that means he can win the ball game.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Durant to Antetokounmpo. To Durant. Antetokounmpo. Down to 5 on the 24. Durant. Great defense, forcing the miss.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Cleaning the offensive glass. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it. Deep 3 at the buzzer. We've reached halftime in a 2-point game. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Thanks for joining us for the Halftime Report. The second half is about to get started.
It's Curry controlling the offense.
I got ball.
Down low for Davis. And stuffs it home.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
2 for 3 in the contest right now.
Ooh, he teased me a little bit right there. But see, I like that. That's called a great entertainer. Always leaving me on the edge of my seat.
Davis to Leonard. Here comes the screen. Curling inside. Easy path to the rim.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size. But in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Butler to Adetokunbo. The drive right to the basket. Anthony Davis with the block. It's Steph at the controls. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Stephen Curry trying to cash in on the three-point play. For his career, 90% at the line. Free throw's good. A three-point play. And with that, they go up by 3. Adetokunbo to Oladipo. Nothing going here on that drive. To Adetokunbo.
Watch that cutter.
Here comes the screen.
Screen come on the left.
That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters.
Block up,
But when you have
there
a
you go.
play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Slams it down, and there was no stopping him that time.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in a zone by himself.
Lowry has the basketball to Butler. Here comes the screen.
See it.
Nothing going here on that drive. Adetokunbo to Oladipo.
Screen coming right, screen coming right, screen coming right.
And they call the foul. Jay, he was there too late.
This drives me nuts when I see fouls like that being called in a close game. Sometimes you just gotta let them play, ref.
Victor Oladipo at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 80% at the line. And he connects on the first free throw. Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. And I don't know what the defender was doing there, but count the points.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Here comes the screen. Kawhi Leonard, guarded by Jimmy Butler. And he finishes at the rim.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Oladipo into the front court. His group now down 2. Yes, Victor Oladipo. Consistent effort. He's at 50%.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Davis to Curry.
2 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
Leonard to Davis. They go to Jokic, down low. Finish that. Kevin Durant with the rock. To Adetokunbo. Knocks it down from mid-range.
I remember my high school coach said 1 man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
I got ball.
Curry to James. Too much contact, and free throws coming.
No, no, no. I'll tell you. The team that makes the little mistakes, like committing unnecessary reach-in fouls like that, will be the team that ends up with the L.
Nope, first one does not go. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. Butler into the front court. Leads just a point. Oladipo against the former MVP.
Cutter, get a tag.
1 minute left in the third quarter.
5 seconds to shoot. Trying to cash in. Yes, Victor Oladipo. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
James to Westbrook. Whistle for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
I've seen it happen so many times. Small things like that foul can end up becoming a momentum changer. Let's see how this one plays out.
First one goes down.
Let's go, boy. Catch me out.
Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Oladipo into the front court. His guys can get a 2 for 1 if they time this out. Nothing going here on that drive. Oladipo to Butler. Has a look. And he knocks it down, Jay.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Russell Westbrook with the rock. To Leonard. George. Deep three at the buzzer. Fourth quarter getting underway as it's Team LeBron with the ball first. And you have to figure they like this spot they're in. Entering the quarter with the lead on the road.
Yeah, but Ed, I disagree. As a player, I'm not really worried about how big the lead is right now. I'm worried about what kind of energy we're going to enter the fourth quarter with, more importantly.
Westbrook into the front court. The deficit now up to 5. To Paul George. That's no good. Oladipo into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. To Vucevic. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Westbrook with it. The margin standing now at 7. Leonard to Westbrook. Leonard to Towns. Shot clock at 5. Down to 4. Leonard. And he's fouled. Good play by the shooter.
You know what? That's an even better play by the defender. I like the foul there. Send a message. Nothing easy.
He's going to have to earn it now. Can't connect on the first free throw. Second and 3, off the mark. He converts a 2 of 3 trip. Here's Harden with the rock to Oladipo. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
How about right after the dunk, he looks right over towards the bench, gets a call from the coach about what defense they're in, and then gets his team set. Those are people that are able to lead men.
Nothing going here on that drive to James. Down to 5, down to 4 to shoot. James gets a shot up off the mark, on the follow. Way to stay with it.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Screen coming. Butler to Oladipo. Second effort. Nikola Vucevic. Looking good. 4 for 5.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Conley here against Harden. Towns. And he buries it.
Get a hand up on that. Get a hand up on that.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Harden in possession.
Pick up.
Up 6.
Oh, yeah, it's me and you. Me and you.
Here we go. I got him. I got him.
Short jumper won't fall. Oladipo in the front court. They'll run the offense. To Harden. That's a fly from long range. Smothering D.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses.
I got
That's
him.
why you're
Here
on
we
the
go.
floor.
Here we
You
go.
keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
And scores. Karl Anthony Towns with the finish.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Oladipo to Julius Randle. Turns and slams it down.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
Conley in the front court. The deficit is 6. Towns. Harden's on him. It was right there. To Butler. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Jimmy Butler at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. A career 83% free throw shooter. Free throw is good. It's a 3-point play, and that just might put this game out of reach. Westbrook to George. Terrific vision. And he's fouled, and he earns a trip to the line.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Russell Westbrook, a couple of free throws on the way. He's perfect from the line so far. Knocks down the first.
Good shot, man.
And gets both to drop at the line.
Good shot, money. Good shot, money.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Kevin Durant trying to cash in on the three-point play. Career 88% from the line. And he misses that one free throw. It's Westbrook. The jumper's off the mark. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Harden with it up top. Lead stands at 7. James Harden, 2 of 4 now.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Russell Westbrook matched up with Harden. To Paul George. Conley to George. Fires the three, and Paul George good on the quick release there.
It's easy to get lost in the chaos of the game down the stretch, but great awareness by the shooter to get those toes right behind the three-point line.
And here's the foul. Right now it's a 2-possession game, so if he hits 1 or 2 of these, it could be all she wrote.
This is a close game, and possessions are at a premium. That's a good move to stop the clock.
Off the mark on the first free throw.
Homie, knock it down.
Second one's good. Splits the pair. Westbrook with the basketball. Right now, down 7. Nothing going here on that drive. 19-footer at the buzzer.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The East got the win in a close game. I could get into detail about their play calling and shot selection, but let's be honest. We all know that the dunks were the most exciting. I'd be surprised if the rim isn't a little bit bent at this point. Check out the leading scores for the East. The West finished on the losing end of a close score. While they did put together quite a highlight reel of dunks in this matchup, they did not put together a win. As we all know, style points never show up on the scoreboard. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the West All-Stars.
Game track. 3-point shooting.
Each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty poor with their perimeter defense. Closing out on shooters must always happen, whether you're tired or not.
The All-Star Game MVP. Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? except that he fished the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in this game. Here are the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
That does it for us. On behalf of the rest of the crew,